Hello students, today we are going to start your online practicals. The first practical that we are going to study today is to study Zener diode as voltage regulator. The circuit diagram needed to study Zener diode is shown here. You can see the circuit diagram. I will come to the first part. This is AC voltage source. This primary of the transformer. This is secondary of the transformer. This transformer is center tapped transformer. So you will find CT here. Across the secondary, two diodes are connected. This is one diode, this is other diode. First diode is used for rectification of positive half cycle of this AC input. This second diode is used for rectification of negative half cycle of this AC input. The cathodes of these two diodes are connected here, and across this voltmeter is connected. After that, here we have series resistance. It is known as series current limiting resistance. After that, here we have Zener diode as voltage regulator. Then here we have the load resistance to control the current at the output, and finally here we have the voltmeter. Let me tell you in brief some theoretical part of this experiment. You know what is rectifier? Rectifier is an electronic device used for conversion of AC voltage to DC voltage. As two diodes are used here, this rectifier is full wave rectifier. The transformer used is step down transformer, as you have studied last year. Purpose of step down transformer is to convert high AC voltage to low AC voltage. There are various types of step down transformers: 606, 909, 12012, etc. So here we have used one of them. Voltage at the primary of this transformer will be about 220 volt, whereas voltage at the secondary of the transformer will be stepped down. Its level will be lowered to either 909, 606, 1212, etc. Okay. We have studied various types of rectifiers, and you know that output of rectifier is not pure DC. It is pulsating DC. Pulsating DC, it is mixture of AC voltage and DC voltage. And if such DC voltage is provided to delicate devices will not work properly on such pulsating DC voltage. One thing. Second thing, this pulsating DC voltage may not be constant. The DC voltage may vary because of variations in the input AC voltage. The current at the output of this may also vary because of variations in the resistance at the output side. That is, variation in the load resistance may vary the load current, and variations in the input AC voltage may vary the output DC voltage. And therefore, this is impure DC voltage, and this is not constant. Such power supplies will not be used by anybody for any purpose, and therefore we need voltage regulator. The Zener diode used here is voltage regulator. We have used Zener diode in the circuit diagram. This is the Zener diode. It is used as voltage regulator. Now what is meaning of voltage regulator? Voltage regulator controls the current coming at the output. It also controls the voltage coming at the output. The DC voltage at the output of the rectifier is not constant. When this DC voltage is passed through the voltage regulator controls this voltage and provides constant DC voltage at the output side. Such a device is known as voltage regulator. This is in short about the circuit diagram. I have used all these components shown on this circuit diagram and made a circuit. You can see the circuit. This is a thermostat. Thermostat is a device which is used to provide any amount of AC voltage at the primary of the transformer. Thermostat is also auto transformer. Other name for thermostat is auto transformer. Okay, so this auto transformer or thermostat is connected to AC mains. Output of this auto transformer or thermostat is connected to primary of the transformer, secondary of the transformer with center tap connected to two diodes as shown in this circuit. Okay, after that here the current controlling resistance, and this is the Zener diode used as voltage regulator. This resistance box is used at the output as load resistance, and here the voltmeter which is used to measure the output voltage. In this experiment we have to go for two different parts, and these two parts are line regulation and voltage regulation. The two parts that we have to study in this practical, in this experiment, are line regulation and voltage regulation. Now what is meaning of line regulation and what is meaning of voltage regulation? In line regulation, what we are going to do, whatever changes are coming in the output voltage because of the line voltage, these changes are to be removed and the voltage at the output is to be maintained constant. We shall call this as a line regulation. Okay, and load regulation. Second one, load regulation. Whatever changes are coming in the output because of changes in load, these changes are to be removed. We shall call this as load regulation. How to study this line regulation and load regulation? To study line regulation, we need one observation table, and to study load regulation, we need other observation table. Let us first try to study the line regulation. What we do in line regulation, the value of load resistance RL will be held constant. Input AC voltage will be varied in regular step, and change in the output voltage will be observed. Let us try to start this part first. You can see here the indicator of thermostat is at 220 volt. Let me bring it at 0. This is 0. I have brought the indicator of thermostat or auto transformer at 0. Let me switch on the circuit. The circuit is switched on. Let me keep RL 4000 ohm constant. So on the top of the table for line regulation, let us write RL is equal to 4000 constant and do these changes in this load regulation. So this is 2000. Let me take out one more 2000 and close the remaining keys. look towards this resistance box, which is used as the load resistance in the voltage regulator. What you find here, you will find that all the keys except this 2000 and this 2000 are closed. It means that load resistance is held constant at 4000 ohm. Okay, now I have switched on the AC source. What is the voltage here? You will find that this voltage is 0. Input AC voltage is 0. You can go for output DC voltage, and you will find that output DC voltage is also 0. Okay, after that, let us increase the input AC voltage by 20 volt. Now you will find that input AC voltage is 20 volt, and go to the output. You will see the output voltage, and the value of output voltage is, before that you have to decide what is the least count of this voltmeter. From 0 to 2 there are 5 divisions. 2 divided by 5, that will be equal to 5 for the 20, means value of one division is 0.4 volt. And if you look into the voltmeter, you will find that it is about 2 divisions. So when input AC voltage provided is 20 volt, output DC voltage is about 0.8 volt. This is the first reading of line regulation. Then make it 40. Now input voltage is made 40 volt, and the output is now about 1.8 volt. If you look into the voltmeter, you will find that output is 1.8 volt. That is, output is changing with the input. As input is increased, output is also increasing. Now let me go for 60 volt input AC voltage, and you will find the output voltage is now 2.8 volt. Look into the voltmeter and you will find that the output voltage is 2.8 volt. Let us go to 80 volt as AC input voltage, and the output voltage is about 3.8 volt. Then let us make AC 100 volt, and the output AC voltage is 4.2 volt. Then make input AC, as you see here, 120 volt, and the output volt is 4.4 volt approximately. Now let us make the input voltage 140 volt and go to the output voltage. You will find that the output voltage is 4.8 volt. Then make input AC voltage 160 volt, and the output in this case is 4.9 volt. It is approximately 4.9 volt. Let us go to the next value, 180 volt AC. Output is now 5 volt. Then go to 200 volt for input. Output is 5.2 volt. Let us go to input 220 volt, and output is now about 5.3 volt. If you go through the table, we have written all the input and output readings here. You will find that as we are increasing the input voltage in the step of 20 volts, 0 not written here, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120 and so on up to 220, what we find, the output voltage is also rising accordingly. For 20 volt it is 0.8, for 40 volt it is 1.8, for 60 volt it is 2.8 and so on. After completing this observation table, you have to plot a graph between the input AC voltage and output DC voltage when the load resistance RL is held 4000 ohm constant. While plotting graph between these two, input AC is independent variable, output DC is dependent variable. So what we do, we shall take input AC voltage on x-axis and output DC voltage on y-axis. Taking these variables on the xy plane, independent variable on x-axis, dependent variable on y-axis, and if you plot all the points of your table, you will find that you are getting a straight line which shows that output voltage is changing with the input voltage, and we call these characteristics as the line regulation of this voltage regulator circuit. This is about the first part. Let us go to the second part. Second part is about load regulation. In load regulation, we shall keep input voltage constant and vary the value of load resistance. So let me keep the input AC voltage is equal to 220 volt. You can see here input AC voltage is held constant. It is made 220 volt constant. Okay. Now simply take out 50 from the resistance box and close the remaining keys. Only 50 ohm is taken out from the load resistance. Okay, input is held constant at 220 volt. Go to the output, see the value of output, and the output is about 4.6. Output is about 4.6 volt. Then let us go to the next value of load resistance. Let me take out 100, close this 50 so that my reading will be 100 ohm load resistance, and the output voltage is now 4.8. Output voltage is now 4.8 volt. Okay. After that, let me go to 200 ohm, close this 100 ohm. So the next reading for load resistance is 200 ohm, and the output voltage is now, it is about 5.2 volt. Output voltage is 5.2 volt. After 200 ohm, let me go for 300 ohm. When I take value of load resistance as 300 ohm, the output voltage is still 5.2 volt. Then go for 400 ohm, and you will find that the output voltage is still 5.2 volt. Go for 500 ohm, close remaining keys, and you will find that the output voltage is still 5.2 volt. Go for 1000 ohm, output is still 5.2 volt. Go for 1500 ohm, output is still same. Go for 2000 ohm, and output is approximately the same. This way you can go to higher values of load resistance, and what you will find for smaller values of load resistance, 50 ohm, 100 ohm, 200 ohm, etc., the output voltage is slightly rising, 4.6, 4.8, 5.2. Okay. When you go above 200 ohm, 300, 400, 500, 1000, 1500, 2000, 3000, 4000, etc., you will find that the output voltage remains same. There is no change in the output voltage. That is, this voltage regulator Zener diode does not allow a voltage more than 5.2 to pass through it. This voltage regulator Zener diode always hold 5.2 volt across its output, and therefore this circuit works as voltage regulator. This voltage regulator is constructed using Zener diode, and therefore this voltage regulator is known as Zener diode voltage regulator. Now we can plot a graph between the two parameters. First parameter, load resistance. Second parameter, output DC voltage. Load resistance is the independent variable, output DC voltage is the dependent variable, and so while plotting graph between these two, take values of load resistances on x-axis and values of the DC voltage on y-axis. Plot the points. You will find that initially for few readings output voltage is rising with rise of load resistance, and after a certain value output voltage remains fairly constant. We don't find any change in the output voltage, although the load resistance is varied through a large value, and therefore this circuit works as Zener diode voltage regulator. In this circuit we have to do these much things only. That is, you have to draw correct circuit diagram with correct names. After that you have to make these connections as shown here. Of course, when you come here, we are going to help you to make the connections, and then just go for two different types of observations: observation for line regulation and observation for load regulation. So this is about your first online practical, the Zener diode voltage regulator.